Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Burning Peak, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the T-110E3. This is an American beast, a vehicle which uses its 8 degrees of gun depression to get hull down, hide its lower plate, and be as strong as the word can get. I mean, this thing is frickin' hard to pen when it gets into a proper position. And when you pair that with 750 damage per shot, 300 mils of standard pen, and almost 400 mils of premium pen, yeah, this vehicle in that regard is insane. 3200 DPM, decent dispersion, and 2300 hit points. So, yeah, this thing's kind of nasty. The major problem with the E3 is usually the mobility. It normally has a top speed of around 25 and a reverse of 10. Actually, it's 8 base, but with running a Bond Turbo, I can increase my reverse by 4 and my top by 6, allowing me to actually get up to a decent amount of mobility. That's the major problem of the E4. It's the major problem of the E3, the T-28. Honestly, the whole American tank destroyer line is plagued by poor engine power, and it is definitely something that you're going to want to fix. Mobility is one of those things where I feel like if your tank has a decent amount, 40 kilometers per hour and above, with maybe 15 kilometers per hour of reverse, you don't need to make it much better. But when it comes to a vehicle like the E3, it's almost mandatory to run more mobility, because if you don't, you are going to be left in the dust. Not only are you going to make much less of an impact than the rest of your teammates, but if your team falls apart, you're not even going to be there before they're dead. That's what I notice a lot. So that is why, for the E3, we have such an important Bond Turbo on it. Now, to be fair, T3 Turbo is almost just as good. Doesn't give you as big of an engine power boost, but it does give you very similar buffs in the overall top speed, which is why, honestly, a turbo in the mobility slot is almost just effective as a Bond Turbo. The difference is I just don't need to run this in the mobility slot, which is quite a bit nicer if I'm running any other buffs. So we are going to head into the front here. I'm not going to load gold unless we have to, but we obviously have intuition, which means we can swap. You'll notice, though, even with the turbo, I mean, this thing is not quick. We're going 29 kilometers per hour, and that's it. I mean, that's as fast as we get. We got a decent map for the E3, which is kind of nice, at least, so we can get up into the front line here and not have to worry too much. But, oh boy, I don't love the way we spawned. I don't want to have to drive all the way over there, so I'm going to just try and maneuver up here, like so. We'll see how this actually ends up working out. I'm not too worried, though. I feel like anybody poking this is going to be a little bit scared of me. So we're just going to move up. We do have the 4005, but I'm not too worried about the 4005. We're just going to keep on going, and beautiful. All right, my strat did work. However, I kind of got stuck, which is not what I want. All right, there you go. Just wanted to give my teammate some room. That was my problem, though. All right, let's aim it on the Stritzvon. Oh, I didn't realize his tank was, like, wedged up there. Oh well, not much of an issue. Stritzvon bounced me, and we're going to reload in just a couple more seconds here. Let's back up, and 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see. Aiming. There you go, 705 right into the Stritzvon. This is where obviously the E3 gun is very nice, is with its super solid DPM and very high alpha. There's not much a player in the Stritzvon is able to do against me, so let's aim in. Really? Armor not hit. Now that's an interesting one. Did not think we would see that here today. This Tiger Mouse is pushing me, bruh. Alright, let's see if we can get a shell into the Stritzvon, maybe. Problem is this Tiger Mouse kind of put us in a really awkward spot. But I doubt that the enemy Stritzvon is going to poke anymore. He put himself in an awful spot. I'm not seeing anything over here, and our E4 is moving up, which means I feel like we might just be able to get away with pushing up here. We did spot the Progetto, but that's not too much of a threat. He did actually take 200 HP off us, though, which is not ideal. Oh, the Prog. I don't know. I don't really like this. This is really annoying. Stritzvon's dead, though, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move up a bit like this. We're going to aim it on the Progetto in the process. We do miss the shot, but I'm not too worried. We're just going to drive down here. Progetto's not able to hit us. And then we can kind of make our way over towards this ramp here, which is obviously what we want. Okay, there we go. Nice. We got the mouse over here. Let's aim it on the mouse turret cheek. Nice. Let's load in a gold shell for our next one, just so that we can guarantee the pen when we're aiming it on the mouse. Let's reload. We got 6 more seconds left. This is obviously where that increase of DPM is going to be really, really nice on our vehicle. There you go. Another nice shot. But of course, you know, the arty hits me for 520, because we love artillery, the most enjoyable aspect of World of Tanks. How an arty hits me through this building here, the world will never know. But we love artillery. All right, let me move up. We got a grill in the back, who I'm not able to hit currently, but I'm just going to move up here. The mouse is facing the other way, so we can just roll around the corner and get a bonking shell into the mouse. Pretty easy stuff. All right, pretty good game so far. Got the T-44 showing me his rear. Actually, we might. Oh, no, we're gonna hit by the arty again. We love artillery. All right, let's aim it on the rear of this T-44. Bonk. There you go. 726 shell into his vehicle. That brings us up to 3,200 damage dealt. I'm gonna load an AP. I think it's just much better to load AP at this point. Got the Waffenträger in the back, who is indeed dead. We got the turtle. We got a lot of tanks back here, actually. And we'll see if I can actually get some shells into them or not. I don't want to be hit by the grill, though, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful. Let's see. I'm just going to wait for our team to move up at this point. We still do have 900 health, but as I said, I don't really want to get hit by that grill. That is a big threat. How much shell velocity is our AP? I have 870, and our gold has 1,000. Ah, fine, we'll just go back to gold. I want to try and snap that grill, and with that... Oh, Chieftain really... That Chieftain really kind of just blocked us there fully. Little annoying. Let's aim it on the... Wow. Alright. Bruh, this Chieftain. Alright, let's move up a bit here. Let's aim it on the turtle, and because we have gold loaded... There you go. 820 shot into his vehicle. Easy pen. I mean, that was never going to bounce. That's the one advantage of premium shells in a tank destroyer, is that you really can't bounce your shots. So that was a pretty solid game. Overall, we ended up dealing 4,000 damage. We blocked 2,000. And really the only thing that hit us that game was artillery, which is kind of annoying. Apart from that, we got hit by a Stritvon once and a Progetto for 200, so not that big of a deal. Either way, great example of the E3 in game number 1. It's just such a hard vehicle to go up against because of the ridiculous armor it features when hiding that lower plate. To be honest, I'm not really sure what the Stritzvon was doing there. He should have known I can overmatch his hull. I don't know why he just kind of sat there and stared at us. But hey, top on the team, can't get all too mad. Let's do one more game and see if the E3 does just as well. Okay, this is definitely going to be a trickier matchup. Obviously, the last game we played was up against Tier 8s. Although we didn't really fight many Tier 8s in that match. We shot a Mouse and a Stritzvon. So we, for the most part, shot Tier 10s. It was only until the end of the game when we shot like the Turtle and T-44. But this game is obviously going to feature a lot more dangerous opponents. They have 2 E3s, which alone is going to be really, really hard to deal with. They have an E5, Super Conqueror, Panzerkampfwagen 7, 60 TPIs for. Holy, that is a lot of heavies. As we did go over, this vehicle is not very fast, so we are going to be a little bit late into the game. But the also good news is that we know the enemy E3s are going to be late into the battle, but we should be faster than theirs. I mean, there's no way they're running a Bond turbo, and even if they are, I don't know. I feel like the E3s aren't going to be the biggest problem until they get in the position, so I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we can see the enemy E3 got absolutely nuked just in the crossing. It's not necessarily his fault. That's just what happens when you drive an E3 and you're very slow. But unfortunate for him, I guess. We are going to move up here where our 5A is. The enemy E3, well, the other one actually got quite a bit ahead. Oh man, that E3 is not enjoying life up there. But yeah, I'm going to move up. We do have the Panzerkampfwagen 7, and let's see. If he pokes that, we should be able to go right through his mantlet, ideally. There you go. Yeah, the Panzerkampfwagen 7 has a very weak gun mantlet, and because of that, you can go right through it if you have enough pen. I know Wargaming buffed it, but it's not enough of a buff, obviously, when I'm using a vehicle like the E3. The enemy E3 is hull down, though. The enemy Panzer is sitting here as well. And, yeah, this is just one of those games where I'm going to have to wait because... Oh, wait a sec. That E3 is leaving. Oh. I can't believe our team just lets that E3... Okay, I was about to say... Cannot believe our team let that E3 cross for completely free there. Alright, let's aim it on the 60 TP lower plate. Aiming, and there you go. 790 damage shell right into his vehicle. That's gotta hurt you, 60. Well, 2 shots, we've dealt 1500, which is obviously pretty sweet. We're gonna... I'm gonna wait, ideally, for that 60 to... I don't know. I might just poke him again, actually. Let's see. Let's poke this again. Doesn't look like we're spotted, so if that 60 does poke it, I think we can just shoot him again. Let's see. There's a lot of vehicles over here is the only thing we have to worry about. That Panzer actually made a really aggressive play, which I'd love to punish him for, but... I don't know, I also feel like the moment I leave this 60 TP is going to make a play. We'll see, we'll see. I'm going to wait a little bit longer here, and if that Panzer pushes up on my teammate, we'll make the play. Oh, there's the enemy E3 in front of us. Not able to do anything to that E3. We have the E5 over here, which I would love to be able to get a shell into, but just not able to as of yet. Don't want to hit by the enemy E3 or anything like that. So ideally right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, and we can actually see the enemy 60 TP is looking over this way. So all I need to do is roll around this corner, aim it on the 60, and chunk him for 734. He does hit us back, though. Pretty good shot from him, I'll be honest. I'm very surprised he actually hit that. Alright, let's reload. We got a little bit longer left. And let's see, I'm just going to roll around this corner very, very quickly, aim it on the Panzer. I don't really care if he shoots me because, yeah, we hit back a lot harder, let's be honest. I mean, I don't think they're enjoying our company too much. We just brought a full health Panzer, Kampfwagen, or not full, but a pretty healthy Panzer, down to a one-shot. All we have to hope now is that our teammates get the rest of that damage out there, and I'm not going to really worry too much about it. But the problem is that E5 is keeping me lit up, so we're kind of pinned here. We have the Badger, you know, we got the rest of our team, but not much I can really do about that. Well, I can't tell if that E5 is spotting me or not. Oh, there's the artillery. Yep. Of course! Why wouldn't they already shoot me? Oh boy, we love artillery. Alright, well, it's an auto-loading arty as well, which makes it 10 times more cringe. Well, the E5's just kind of YOLOing. I'm not really sure why either. I would love to be able to support, but at the same time, I really can't. Let's see, if that E5 backs up, I can clear him. There you go, nice, 83 damage, clearing shot. 60 TP is still stuck in that really awkward situation there, which is fine with me. Oh, we have the enemy TVP over here, turning. Alright, let's aim it on this TVP. He damaged our gunner, but, oof, yeah, baby. 774 damage shot into his tank. He is dead. Alright, well that was pretty good. I mean, oh, 60 fires, which means we can now move up over here. Oh, wait a sec, EBR's crossing. Really, we bounced the EBR. Now that is an impressive shot to bounce. Cannot believe that just happened. Well, I was going to say let's clear him, but guess it doesn't really matter. Let's aim it on the 60. There you go. We got the clearing shot in him. Just cannot believe we bounced the EBR. Like, what? What? Okay, game. That's all I'm going to say. I wish I had my battle hits on because we could have seen where the shot went, but I don't have them activated right now. Enemy E3 is right in front of us, and honestly... Oh, he just shot. Alright, let's just move up, and... Oh, that works too. That works too. I can't get mad. We've already dealt 4,000 damage this game, which is pretty solid. And I think it was a great example, again, of where the E3 is just such a powerful tank and so hard to push. The gun on this vehicle hits incredibly hard. It's accurate, and it has APCR premium, which means penetration is really just not an issue for this vehicle. There you go, 400 damage snap into the enemy Super Conqueror, bringing us up to 4,500. Oh, and of course, the arty shoots at me. Big stinking L, bro. Big stinking L. Alright, well, I'm going to not really care too much about this artillery, but I do want to watch him die. It makes me so happy to watch an artillery player die. Yes, Grill, go find him for me, and go shoot him. Please. Or don't, or the Rheinmetall will shoot him. Nice. Either way, pretty solid result. This is just such an easy tank to play. It really is easy mode in tier 10. And when you get on a map like this, or the previous one where you don't need that much mobility to get into the front line, it's super nice. Now, to be fair, we got lucky that our team was able to take advantage of the hill. When your team loses the hill, it's much worse, because instead of us having the advantage, and me being able to sit where I was comfortably, the enemy team would have had that advantage, and I would have been bled where I went, and I wouldn't have been able to push up there. So it's always something you have to keep in mind, but because our team won mid, we were able to do everything we needed to, and get 2 easy wins today, averaging 4,200. So, yeah, pretty solid stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know if this convinced you to maybe go for the tank, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.